Every country has their own comedy franchise. The Brits have the Inbetweeners, the Americans have Borat, but what do the Irish have? Well, today, that's what I'm here to talk about. A comedy so new, yet so popular in Ireland that almost everyone and their nan knows its name and has almost 100% watched its TV show counterpart on RTE after the 6 o'clock news while waiting for the supper to be ready. Yes, that's right. I'm talking about The Young Offenders. To any of my non-Irish or non-UK viewers, I'll fill you in. The Young Offenders is a 2016 Irish comedy film written, directed and co-produced by Peter Foote and also produced by Julie Ryan. The film stars Alex Murphy as its first main character, Conor McSweeney, and it stars Chris Whalley as the film's second main character, Jock Murphy, or Jock O'Keefe as he's known in the TV show. The story follows the teenage duo junior cert students embarking on an adventure through Cork to find a bale of cocaine worth €7 million in order to move out and separate themselves from their abusive households. First, I'm going to talk about the plot in more detail, as well as the location of the film. This film takes place in County Cork, Ireland. As a matter of fact, this is the county I live in, and I've visited multiple locations from the film many times. It was enjoyable to watch the film and be like, wow, I was there. It makes the film feel more like home to me. But I digress. The plot centers around Conor and Jock, two best friends who are thick as thieves. They both wear similar outfits, hairstyles, jewellery, and even act similar. They do everything together and the film establishes their friendship well. The film starts out with the two sitting on a bench, overlooking the city. Jock asks Conor what he would do with €1 million. As we get the characters' backstories, we get this nice bike scene where we see Jock escaping the film's first antagonist by going through the fish market, which I've been to by the way, it's actually pretty cool. If I was to give the movie one thing right off the bat, it's how great these bike scenes are. They're really entertaining to watch and they're shot really well. The film goes through their backstories, which aren't the best. Conor lives at home with his single mother. His father died on a building site when he was young. His mother often acts very poorly towards her son, throwing insults at him. Jock's family only really took a plunge a year before the film begins, where Jock's mother dies. This left his father in a bad condition, using alcohol as a solution to his problems. This leads him to steal money from Jock, just to fuel his alcohol addiction. He often physically abuses Jock if he retaliated. And my god, Jock's father looks terrifying in these scenes. Props to the actor, he played his role well. So these abusive home lives help tie the two main characters together. The antagonist of the film is changed multiple times. It starts off with Sergeant Tony Healy being the antagonist. This feud is built from Jock's life of crime, stealing bikes, posing as Billy Murphy, the local nutjob. Healy has been trying to catch fake Billy, aka Jock, for a long time now. Healy develops the master plan of taping a GPS to an unlocked bike so that fake Billy steals it. The plan succeeds and thus begins the movie's cat-and-mouse dynamic between the boys and Healy. The next antagonist is the drug dealer. Leave me provide some context. Also, spoilers too, I guess. Near the climax of the film, the duo steal a bale of cocaine from a sleeping crippled drug dealer. Just as they're about to escape with the cocaine, the druggie wakes up and grabs Conor's leg. They escape, and as the final conflict of the film takes place, the dealer slowly makes his way to them. He stops off at a local house and prints off a picture of the boys and makes his way to a hardware shop to steal a nail gun. He then finds out where Conor lives and arrives at his gaff, Irish slang for a house, and holds them hostage for the cocaine. This leads us to what happened in the final conflict and ending of the film. While escaping with the cocaine, the bag gets caught in some barbed wire and tears, leading to cocaine pouring out of the bag on their journey home. The longest cocaine line in history for sure. This leads to an altercation between our duo. Jock gets angry at Conor and calls him a dopey prick, something that Conor is established to not like being called, whether that be from his mother or from another character. Then Conor calls Jock a scumbag, something Jock is established to not like being called. Jock ends up punching Conor in the face, reminiscent of how his father abuses him, showing that he is becoming a reflection of his father. I'll elaborate more on this in a moment. Conor's insults towards Jock are reminiscent of his mother, who throws insults at Conor daily. This causes the duo to split up and for Jock to return home. This is where the film really hits you. He puts on something that reminded him of his once perfect family and began to drink alcohol like his father. His father then gets home and sees Jock in a direct mirror to how he looked at the start of the film. He grabs Jock and proceeds to abuse him, but as Jock is about to run away, Sergeant Healy arrives at the door and takes Jock away and has a bit of a go, British slang for attacking or criticizing someone, at Jock's father. Jock ends up finding out about the drug dealer's journey to Conor's house and decides to get on his bike and cycle to Conor's house to tell him. As this is all happening, Connor and his mother are having their own relationship repaired. Throughout the film, it didn't really feel like Mairead, Connor's mother, cared that her son was missing. But when he gets home, it is clear she did care. She promises to be less mean, and he says she isn't the worst mother in town. We get a really heartfelt and slightly comical scene between the two, and it's honestly a really nice scene, where she says what she likes about her son. Jock arrives and tells everyone about how the drug dealer will be here in any moment to get the duo, thus leading to the final major scene of the film, where they try to fake cocaine with flour. Then there's a knock at the door and it's Healy, but unfortunately the drug dealer arrives and puts the nail gun to his neck and essentially holds everyone hostage. Healy does try to stop him, but in turn gets knocked out. I really like this scene, just because it really nails, no pun intended, the tension while also adding in a lot of comedy. Best part has to be when Billy Murphy arrives with the intention of attacking Connor, believing he is fake Billy, and ends up getting blamed for taking the cocaine. There's a funny fight scene, and then we get the ending in which Mairead, Connor's mother, becomes Jock's foster parent. Pretty nice conclusion overall. Before I finish up this review, I kind of want to talk about the overarching theme of alcohol abuse throughout the film. Many characters in the film are shown to have alcohol problems. Two examples of these are Jock's father and the old man. Both use alcohol as a solution to their problems, and both characters are handled extremely well. All I really want to say is how great the directors handled this theme, and for such a heavy topic it was handled extremely well. So thank you Peter Fudd for making a great movie, and for handling such a difficult theme well. To wrap up this video, please go watch the film. It's honestly a diamond in the rough. You really wouldn't expect much from the film, but it gives so much charm, and I can't thank them enough for making it. I mean, it looks to be on American Netflix, so you all have no excuse for not watching it. It's also on DVD and Blu-ray, so buy it if you want. I really love the franchise this film has spawned, and hey, I might even talk about the TV series sometime in the near future. Anyways, thanks for watching this video, and have yourselves a good one.